EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin, 74 yards. And the Bears are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 9 yards that time.
So defensively here, you've got Matt Stafford at quarterback. Now, we know he's been in the league a long time, but still getting accustomed to playing in a Rams uniform. So what's your biggest key to stopping it?
Well, normally you would say with any quarterback, it's pressure. Number of hits on him in the pocket, keep knocking him to the ground. But Matthew Stafford's one of the toughest quarterbacks in the league. He just keeps picking himself up and firing downfield. To me, it's that coverage of receivers, and when they go to make a catch, make sure you have someone there trying to make a play on the football.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
They'll run on first down with Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup of 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check the backer, check the backer. 25, check 25. 21.
On the handoff, it's Akers. Akers, he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Rams, nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. A quick pass to Kupp. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
Go, 10, 10. 44, 44, Mike, 44. I'm trying to collect. Look at
From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A give, running right is Akers.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
From the gun, a give to Henderson. Now, it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check. I'm here all day. Alert! Hey, watch it. Watch safety creep.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson.
Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Matt Gay for the Rams field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. A give. This is Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, here's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, 36 yards. And the Bears are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week one.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Here's second and 10.
Let's go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Stafford. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Third and 2, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And just shedding him off there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
At the 10-yard line.
They run. Montgomery. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Off play action. Fields. Oh, Mooney, what a catch. Now, he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One play action. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, he's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. That'll be caught by Cobb. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, 37 yards. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Now they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Show it up, show it up.
Timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before the break. Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Jackson now to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Stafford. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. On the punt, 2 on the return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd down, back to Henderson. Running right through him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
On 1st down, Akers. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Going right back to Akers. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run on first down. Michelle, and they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last year, up to make the play.
At the Bears' 47-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the air now with Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On the ground, it's Akers. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. On the handoff, it's Michelle. Trucks over him. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
That day for the Rams field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take for 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And the Bears first down.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Play action. It's Fields. This one swung out to Williams.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Fields.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bears are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's Stafford. He finds his man complete. It's Henderson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? The pickup there, 5 yards. Throwing is Stafford. He finds his man complete. It's Henderson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stafford looks to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down at 4.
Back to throw, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
95 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us, all these games counting